Are you looking for a Forex strategy? In this video, I'll be sharing a full Forex strategy course from the beginner to advanced. My name is Shaquel Samaai, and in this video, I'll be sharing a very powerful Forex strategy that you can use. Forex is hard but simple without a profitable strategy. If you want to learn this strategy, watch till the end where I share my secretive Forex strategy that you can use. Before jumping any further, please like this video if you like me, subscribe if you want any more videos like this, and comment down below what your thoughts are. Key point to take away from this is that when I share the strategy, I need you to actually perfect the strategy through the peaks and the valleys so they can actually learn from the valley, the hidden gems, and celebrate the peak with me. Okay, so first up, we need to go onto the charts and actually set up the charts. Before you can even analyze anything, you need to have a platform to analyze the market and have it set up properly. So this is going to take us onto the platform. Let's go over there, okay? So we're going to go over the layout of the strategy course. Now understand that you're going to need a platform, okay? Number one is setting up TradingView. The platform I'm actually using, if you can see right on top, it says tradingview.com. All you're going to do is search tradingview.com on Google and then, set up a free account. But if you actually want, a paid version like myself, where I can use this to practice, test my strategy out, and also, set it up how I want to. However, you can use this platform still on the free version. But number one is setting up TradingView. We're going to go over setting up TradingView. It's completely free, but if you want a little more, up something more, or where you can actually, have a little bit you can have TradingView. And with that being said, guys, we're going to go over what is candlesticks, because the main thing with our strategy is actually candlesticks. A very important thing with our strategy, understanding candlesticks, what they are, because the entire market is built of candlesticks. Step 3 is actually explaining the strategy, going over what is strategy, how you can apply it on the chart, explain from step A to step ZOB. And also, question 4 now, or step 4 is practicing it with you. That is basically back testing, where I go over the chart, practicing this strategy with you over a couple of examples so you can see it actually works, and how you can go back test it for yourself before actually putting some real money into the market. Now, lastly but not least, number 5, we're going to go over you subscribing. That's what we need. We need you to subscribe and comment right now and like this video if you want more views like this. Okay, so guys, let's go over to the first thing of setting up TradingView. Okay, with setting up TradingView, you will see that your chart will more or less look like this, right? And key point to note is that when setting up your TradingView, you want to have it more or less as clean as possible. So what you're going to do is right click settings, and then go to appearance. You can make this black right there, solid. Make this black. You can make this black over there. Black, make that black as well if you want to. It's all up to you. This is not necessarily a must. However, what you can do is right click again, or you can just do this. Look here, let me show you something. Right click, darkness, and then it will look like this, okay? And then you can just go to settings and then make this dark like that, right? And make it solid, dark, black, and then the grids black, the grids black, okay? And it should look like this. And then on the other end, you can use all of these tools right here, start them, these tools, these tools, these tools, and these ones, and these, and then you have your toolbox right here. That is for setting up your TradingView. Candlesticks and how to read these candlesticks, because they're important. They actually the foundation of the strategy. And candlesticks are basically, if I look at the chart, any chart, right? Can you see this? These little things that look like candles. Can you get the name? They look like candles. They are candlesticks. All this little 1, 2, 3. This is the daily time frame. That's a 4-hour time frame. 12. There's a 4-hour time frame, right? On the 4-hour time frame, you can see each candle right here is presenting a 4-hour. If you look at this right here, it's 4 hours, and if you look at the time at the bottom, it's 15. Look at the next 4 hours. 19, and the next 4 hours is like 11 o'clock. So you can see that if I go to the 1 hour, it's also candles. Every basically every time frame has its own candlesticks, but it closes according to the time frame that you selected. So for instance, if I selected 1 hour, each candlestick on this time frame is going to be 1 hour, so it closes in 1 hour. So basically the duration of the candle takes to before another candle opens is 1 hour. So if I make an example right now, is that you can see that now as we speaking, here's a candle here, but if you look on the right hand side, it says 51. Understand? So that means that in 51 minutes a new candle on the 1 hour will open, right? And if you let's look at example, here's a candle at the bottom. It says at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and you get the story. Every 1 hour the candle opens a new after every 1 hour a new candle opens. Now with that being said, guys, I'm going to explain to you the body or the like let's say the structure of a candlestick, so you can understand a candle itself before going into these things more further. I've actually drawn something right on top here, if I can get it wherever it is. I think, let's see, I did draw it. There we go, right over here for an example. So very importantly, the red thing, first understand the red and the blue or green, they mean something, right? Red means the market is selling, sellers. Listen to me. Red means the market is sellers. Green or blue means the market is buyers. So when the market is blue or green, it means that the market is higher, going higher. If it's red, it means market's going lower. So it means it's sellers. You want to continue selling, and this one means you want to continue buying. But we need to first understand the structure of this thing, okay? So you can understand each candle has similar things in common. So what this is basically, I'll write it out for you guys. Right, this is what makes it different at the same time, is that they both have opens. Open. They both have an open, like there. You're gonna see, I actually drew one right now. Open, and they both have closes. So open and a close. But it's just that they're different. So a bullish one opens at the bottom and closes at the top, right? The close at the top. Why? Because the market opened at the low price, this way it opened, and had a strong momentum to close at the top. That means there's buyers in control. The buying pressures are there, right? It's basically like the language of the Forex market. I always tell people, I've been saying it for years now, it's the language of the Forex market. They're trying to tell you that through the candles, the market's trying to tell you that buyers opened the price at a very low price and pushed it higher to a higher price and was strong enough to close higher than what it opened, so it closed on top. There's little lines here, right? Little yellow lines. I put it in yellow so you can actually catch your attention as well. It's called wicks. Wicks. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. This is called wicks. It's basically when the candle was open. Remember, I said something about the duration. In the time that candle is still open, the market can move a price. Like it can move a little higher. Let's say the market moves a little higher like this. It moves a little higher. But then before the candle closes, it comes back lower. Now, before the candle closes, it goes lower and stops here and the market closes. It will show that here it was there. So wicks are trails to show that the market was there while the candle was open, but it wasn't strong enough to close it at these prices. Now, sometimes you'll see a candle as this small, the bullish candle will be like this, but then long wick on top. That means that the market was strong enough to close till here, but was not strong enough to close all the way till here. Because when that candle was open, it was there on top once upon a time, but it wasn't as strong enough to close there. And the sellers were strong enough to push it all the way back lower. Does that mean it's a strong buying candle? No. Okay, so let's go over that. We'll get more into that. Okay? Let's leave it like that. Sorry. So next one over here. We have the bearish one, right? We have the selling one, and with this selling pressure, it's the opposite now. Instead of the open at the bottom, we have the open at the top. Meaning price opens higher, but the buyers wasn't strong enough to close it in higher. They lost control, and the sellers got in control, and they pushed the market all the way lower to this side. So where's the close? At the bottom. The opens at the top. It opens high, But who wasn't strong? The buyers was not strong enough to push it higher. So what happened? The sellers pushed it lower. They pushed it lower, showing that, you know what? Who's control? The sellers are in control, okay? So the open is at the top and the close at the bottom. The same thing, it has wicks as well, guys. Now, there's not only a candle like this size, it can be a candle like this, it can be like that, it can be small, it can be almost like that. It doesn't matter, but it's bearish, okay? And we'll go into further what is these candles as we go further deeper. So now you guys understand that, let's actually go dive onto the chart to read some candles, okay? Let's practice that. So now we'll do some practicing. You guys can see that over here we have a bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle, and you get my drift right now. I'm sure you guys get that. See a bullish, 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 bearish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, and bullish, bullish, bullish. Now that's important. That's very important news there, because if after I'm going to teach you what I'm teaching now, that you just learned now, and I need you guys to journal down as I'm sharing these things. I want you to journal down these things because it's very important, right? You're gonna this is the foundation of the strategy. Once you get to understand the bullish and bearish, well done. You're gonna understand our strategy because you're gonna know exactly what to do, to buy or to sell. Okay? So let's move on to the next thing, explaining the strategy right now. Of just a handful, less than 10 rules. Less, I think about five rules, right? And you'll definitely catch them as you go by. Number one is green candle on the daily time frame. So we're gonna use this on the daily time frame. You want to start this on the daily time frame. As you can see right on top here, we are moving this. You can see right here that the daily time frame. You want to be on the daily time frame, okay? And it says here, green candle on the daily, which means the daily time frame. If the daily candle on the, like for instance here, you can see green. If that closes the next day, we're going to continue buying. So buy the next day. Red candle on the daily, like you see here, red candle on the daily. If it closes like that, the next day we're going to sell. Now, a massive tip is to understand trends and support and resistance with this strategy. If you want us to go into depth on trend lines and support resistance with the strategy, comment on this video right now and subscribe, guys, so we can actually know what there's an audience that actually wants this. It doesn't make sense if there's no one that wants it, you know. But if you're interested, we'll go into it. So let's go over this. What I'm saying is that I'll delete this and then you can screenshot it. 1, 2, 3, done. Let's move on. So what I said is that you need to start on the daily time frame, okay? And a key point is to actually have found, let's just do right over here. Let's take, for example, right here, we're in backtest. This is backtesting, okay? Here we see we're looking for this candle closed, right? This candle closed. So the next day, we're going to look for a buy. Now understand that no strategy is 100% correct. With risk management and a good psychology, it is important so you can produce the best results for yourself. Okay, and let's go with this. So next day we are looking for a buy. We're not going to look at where till where. We just want to see if it's going to continue buying. If it's going to go bullish. Okay, let's see. It went bullish, right? This kind of way, that's one, right? Now we saw this one is bullish as well. We'll look for the next day as well as a continuation. It's a bullish. It went bearish, so they're probably taking a loss, okay? But on this one, this is where you've been looking for now, are continuing, because now you've taken a loss. You've taken one win right here. Take a loss here, right? And here you take a win. Loss, win, and here you take a loss as well. This is when you start taking a sell now, because you can see it's bearish. The day closed bearish. The following day, on the 14th of January, if you look at the bottom, we take a sell. And we take a sell. Boom, win profits. As this one name, on that day, on the 14th of February, we made profits. Now we see the 14th of February is bearish as well. So it means on the 15th, well, it's actually a weekend, on the 17th of January, we're going to continue selling. And we sold. It made with some profits. It's okay. But here you can see the market slowing down. And this is where it comes to what type of candle it is. But anyway, it is bearish. We take a sell again. And bam, we made some profits again, right? So that means how many days now? 1, 2, 3 days of winning streaks. Powerful, guys. Now this is a massive bearish candle. That means on the next day, on the 19th, we should actually see some more selling pressures. So we're going to continue selling, okay? Sell, and boom, it goes down again. So that's really another one over there. Now the 19th have closed bearish as well. As you can see right here, it closed bearish, meaning that on the 20th, it should continue going lower again. Let's look at the first sell on the 20th. And it continue going lower. So that's another successful one, guys. And what does it mean? On the 21st, we're going to look for what? But now you should answer. If the daily candle closes bearish, the next day, what are you going to do? I mean, you can answer this by now for yourself. Is that you're going to look for a sell again. And by now, it should be like for yourself. Okay? So what do you think now on the 24th? This is the weekend. So this is a Friday, 21st. On the weekend, a lot of things can happen, right? But on Monday, we're going to continue selling. Let's sell on Monday. And it spiked off. It actually did spike off quite about, it spiked off like 10,000 pips down and then back up. So it was quite actually right down, and this is before it went all the way back up. But let's give it all, let's just say you never closed anything. But honestly, look at that spike, guys. That's massive, guys. That's actually bigger than all the candles you look at this, how big is this? This is a massive candle. So at one point you were very much down in profits, guys. Anyway, it went bearish. Let's just say, for instance, you never closed. I don't know who would not close a 10,000 pip move. Let's just be realistic. So the following day, you now start taking buys. Okay? You caught you on the wrong side. Let's go. After how many wins now? Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. You caught 1 loss. 6 wins, 1 loss, guys. That's massive. Okay. We can do another pair, guys, and just for you, if you think it doesn't work on any other pairs, we can always do maybe a currency. You know, we can always, if you actually want me to actually backtest a particular with this strategy, comment, let me know. Like, yo, I want, if you can backtest a video, backtesting video on a currency using the strategy, I will do it if there's a lot of people doing so. Let's look into maybe let's say an example, Euro GBP. Let's look at this one, for instance, right? On the daily time frame, I have actually a few things right here. Let's look, actually not this one, because I'm actually having an analysis on here as well. Let's look at here. Let's see GBP USD. Let's look GBP USD. GBP USD, because this one I can remove, and we can just, like, you know what, spike it up. Okay, and let's have a look. So on the daily time frame, we can see here you sold, right? You caught a loss here, but then the next day you sold, you caught some profits. You bought, you sold again, you maybe caught a loss, and now we come and we start. Okay, so right here now, this is on the, let's say on the 7th, and the next day will be the 8th. Let's say, so we buy. Catch us on the wrong side when we get involved, but now the following day we're going to continue looking for a sell. So we sell now. Make some profits to one win there, sell again, another win there, we sell again the next day, and it catches on the wrong side. Oh my, that's a big one. And then the next day we start buying again, because it's a big bullish candle. We buy, catches on the wrong side. Right here, you maybe starting to feel a bit, let's say you start feeling a bit, you know, tested. You want to change your strategy. Key point right now. This is where that the faith comes in, and perfecting the strategy through the highs and lows, because in the hidden gems, in the hidden valley, no, in the valley's hidden gems. That's what I'm trying to say. So right now, let's say we start selling again. Then we got a win, we sell again. Then we get a win, we sell again, and another win, and we sell again, and we get maybe catch it on the wrong side, so we buy, and then it catches on the wrong side, so we sell. Look at that. Bam, to the downside. All these little bits. Look at the big profit you caught on that one particular one candle. That's big. The following day, guess what we're going to do on the 23rd, on the 24th, because this is a Friday, 22nd on Friday. This is the 25th now, comes on Monday. We're going to continue selling, right? We sold. Look at that. It continued dropping all the way low, guys. How many times should I have to go through this for you guys? But now, if you can just practice this and see for yourself. Look here, it's a great example. If I just jump back towards here, right? Look at this. Look at this beautiful. Right here, you can see that there's a nice candle, bearish. The next day, what you gonna think you're gonna do on the 4th? Are you gonna buy or sell? It's bearish, it's a bearish candle. The next day you're going to be selling because the market closed bearish. You sell. The market went lower. You can see there's a nice candle that closed bearish as well on the 4th, the 5th, oh that's a Friday. So the 7th, what you're going to do? You're gonna be selling again. Let's sell. And the market continues selling down, guys. So by now, I think you need to understand that this works really powerful, guys. You need to understand that it works super powerful, especially in a very big tip is that when we're in a trend and we understand how to use trends. So I'm going to give you an example of today's one that I actually gave out today. Let's see where it is. Here we go. A beautiful example for the one I gave out today, guys. Super powerful. Have a look at this. I actually gave this out today and I used the trends as well. Very powerful one, guys. So this is what I gave out. We took actually a sell down this area on Euro NZD, and this is basically taking us onto the example right now. So we're actually diving into the examples right now. Okay. This example, we've taken this trade actually today on Euro NZD. We've taken this trade today. It was a beautiful trade, guys, scored massively. A signal was given out, guys. If you want to actually be part of our signal group or our mentorship, you know what, there's a link in my description. You can message me, please, on the waiting list. It's actually opening up on the 25th of August and closes on the 1st of September. It only opens for a week and then closes again, guys. So with that being said, guys, moving on, let's actually understand how I use the strategy here. Understand that on Friday, what happened was that actually the market closed bearish. As you can see here, this candle right here closed bearish. You can see, look here, maybe let's say you took a buy here, the market went down, right? But let's say you took a sell, you win. Yeah, you take a sell, you win. Then you close, you wait, right? Monday came, which was actually today on the 15th, right, of August. Monday came, and I was like, you know what does the strategy say? If the daily candle closes bearish, that means you're gonna sell. If the daily candle closes bullish, you're buying, right, the next day. And what I did is I saw this bearish style. What I did is I went down to the 4-hour, and this week comes down to understanding your trends, your support resistance, and your Fibonacci's and all the other technical analysis, combining it with this, okay? And I was like to myself, okay, you know, where can this market probably sell? You know, where can it actually sell? The time it came, I was like, you know, here's a nice resistance over here. If you look nicely on the 1 hour, you'll see there's a nice resistance here. So I was like, maybe exactly at this resistance the market broke over here, right? You can see that. I'm gonna look for market to come back all the way back on top here and then continue selling, right? Or it'll be around here. It will continue selling somewhere around here either, right? We were just basically waiting and watching. And then I had a little structure like that at once upon a time, and I waited simply. Market went up. I was like, okay, it didn't give me like the what I wanted to hear, so it just impulsed up. I was like, okay, now it's gonna go towards this side. So I waited, I'm waiting, okay, I'm waiting for the sell. Be patient, and the market went up. Okay, then there we go. So I'm like, you know, right over here, it's in our zone. Okay, it's in our zone now, and I pulled my Fibonacci out from this high to this low over here, and you can see that it lines up with the 7%. So I was like, okay, right over here, I'm going to start executing sells right here with my stops over here, and my take profit all the way back down towards here. And that was our trade. And then I had a nice, this was it like that, and we executed because it's a nice Fibonacci number. And it's a lower high because there's a lower high here, and it's a resistance area. Why not take this trade? Let's actually see what happened, right? Market goes up, plays for a while, and then bang, drops lower. Look at that beautiful move, guys. Over that with a beautiful, easy, quick 646 pips move down. Very beautiful. And then the market actually stalls down and the new day comes in, so it didn't get the momentum to actually push it all the way lower, and that's where the market is right now as we're speaking. So the question is, do you hold on to a trade when the market has gone into a new day with that new day's candle closing bullish? No, I don't. I actually close out because now I'm going to start looking for buys again. because this candle has closed bullish. So I'm probably looking for a continuation for a buy. Okay, guys, this is how as simple as easy it is. You can practice this, guys, and check out for yourself how powerful it is. Of course, you need to use it with trends and with support resistance. If you want to learn support resistance and trend lines, all you gotta do is like the video, comment, guys, and subscribe, very important, and turn on the bell for notifications so you can get the notification when I'm posting more videos. And with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you truly learned this, share with your friends and families. I'm your boy Shaquel Samaai, your mentor, and I'm about to sign up. Cheers, guys.